Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon everyone. Welcome to AK111 tutorial class for week 7. So I'm going to do few questions today with every one of you. Yeah, hope you are ready. The question is available on Moodle. Please download the questions. Okay, and let me start. Yeah, by reading the question number 1 first. Question number 1 is about credit card detail service, yeah, at the following accounts and account balances in the adjusted trial balance column of its worksheet for the year ended 30th June 2017. So these are the information given, yeah. Number 1, you have your capital. This is your capital accounts. And then you have drawing. This is both your equity account. So I put it here. This is your equity account. So equity account. Then we have revenue. Put R here for revenue. And these two are expenses. These are all other expenses accounts. Okay. So you are required to record the closing entry for Greg car detailing services. Okay. So you are required to close the account. So before we go to that level, I would like to make it your life easier. Let us determine whether this is a debit or credit items. Okay. Capital. Can you help me with that? I forgot about it already. So I need your help. Maybe you can write down the answer. Let me write down the formulas. Old man like me always forget about this formula. So this is asset. Okay. And then we have expand. Another one is drawing. So we have a plus, minus, debit, credit. For your capital, please don't leave the meeting. Yeah. Capital, revenue, and also liability, capital, and revenue, it has a credit balance. Okay, let's go one by one. For asset, for capital, credit, I'm going to put here credit. Yeah, thank you. Okay, drawing, debit, very good. Thank you. Service revenue, credit, and this is debit. Okay. Expenses, debit, yeah. Debit.
Professor, interest revenue will be credit.
Oh, sorry. Interest revenue is credit. Yeah, I thought interest expense. This is revenue, credit. Advertising expense, debit. Depreciation expense, debit. And sundry expense, also debit. So this is the first step. Okay, and you have this balance here, okay. So when you want to close your accounts, there are only 4 steps. Always remember the step. Step number 1, close revenue accounts. Step number 2, close your expense accounts. Yeah. Step number 3, you're going to close your profit and loss summary or income summary. And number 4, you're going to close your drawing accounts. Okay, drawings. Yeah. Drawing accounts. So let us do one by one. Let us do number 1, revenue. Okay, how to close this account? Okay, how to close for revenue and expand? You will mesh with your P&L or income summary. Okay, for this number 3 and number 4, you are going to mesh or transfer to your capital accounts. So this is the tip. Very easy. 4 step. 4 steps: revenue, expand, P&L summary, and drawing. What are the account that you're going to mesh? You're going to mesh your number 1 and number 2 with the P&L summary, number 3, number 4 with your capital accounts. Okay, let us take your time. Yeah, please take your time to do number 1. What is the journal entry for closing the revenue accounts? We have 2 revenues account, service and interest. To close mean if you have a credit 124,600 to close to make it 0. So you're going to record on the opposite side. That is debit 146,100. Yeah, debit 146,100. So it's going to be 0. Okay, can you do this for me? This one, you want to close this 124,600. So what you're going to do is you're going to debit. Yeah, for the interest revenue, this is your revenue accounts. So to close this, you're going to debit your revenue. So that is the answer. Okay, can you try? What are the credit accounts? What are the contra account? What are the mesh account for that? P&L summary. P&L summary. Okay, can you type your answer? Let me see whether you're able to catch up with that or not. So in order to close your service fee revenue and interest revenue accounts, you need to debit both account by the same number, by the same amount. So the answer will be debit service revenue account, okay, and then debit interest revenue accounts, okay. The account that you should credit, yeah, will be your profit and loss summary. The total amount will be 130,350. So this will be your total profit and loss summary. So as a result from these transactions, we're going to have a P&L summary, okay, with a total of 130,350. The second step is to close all expense account, all expense accounts. So how many expense account that we have? We have one here, salaries expense. We did this. Okay, this is debit. We have rent expense, advertising expense, depreciation expense, and sundry expense. We have 5 accounts, okay, with a different value. If you go back to our rule here, our guideline here, expense have a debit balance. This is debit balance. Okay, was debit balance. So to close these accounts, you need to credit. You need to credit rent expense, credit advertising, credit depreciation, credit sundry expense. Don't forget to credit your salary expense. So what account you're going to debit? The mesh will be your profit and loss summary for number 1 and number 2. So let us try to do it. Okay, I'm going to put here the answer. Okay, we're going to record our expenses, all the expenses here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your total profit and loss summary will be 120,560. There is a question, how do I get this number 120,560? This is the sum of all these figures. Okay, because debit and credit should be the same, so this is the sum 120,560. Okay, now we already closed our salaries expense, rent expense, advertising expense, depreciation expense, and sundry expense. So what will be our debit side? 120,560. So this will be 120,560. This is your revenues. This is your expense. If you look at this account, you will notice that our revenue is greater than our expenses. Our revenue is greater than expenses, than total expenses. So what are the different? The different will be your profit. The different will be your profit. Perfect, very good, Ushi. This will be your profit, yeah? This will be your profit. So let me calculate. This is 130,350, and this one also should be the same. 130,350. So what is the different? Different is your profit. Okay, your profit will be 130,350 minus 120,560. That gives you 0,560. That gives you 9,750. 9,700. Sorry, 9,790. So we done our first step and second step. Okay, we should move to the third step. We need to close our profit and loss summary. So how to close this account is by transferring that figure, the difference, to our capital account. To capital accounts, yeah. So let me just draw your capital accounts. Okay, this is your capital account. This is your capital. Your balance BD is 44,500. Please remember that when you make profit, your capital will increase. Your capital will increase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this account to have a zero balance. Zero balance. I need to record on the debit side another 9790. This is the capital. This is capital. We're going to transfer to capital, and I'm going to credit your capital. So your capital now increase. This is your P&L summary. P&L summary 9790. Mean your capital increase. Every time you make profit, your capital increase. Your capital increases. Okay. So what are the journal entries? The journal entries will be, this is credit. This is credit. Okay. And this is debit. This is debit. So I'm going to write the journal entry. What is the journal entry? The journal entry will be debit profit and loss summary 9790 and credit capital 9790. If we have loss, so we are going to record on the opposite way. If loss, we're going to debit the capital. Our capital will reduce, and loss is on the credit side. So we're going to credit your P&L summary account. Yeah, this is for profit. If for loss, it's going to work the other way around. Okay, most welcome. So this is the, always remember, you have to go back to the basic. Capital is on the credit side. Increase on capital, you should credit the accounts. Okay, you should credit the accounts. Okay, for the P&L summary, if you have a profit, so your revenue is greater than your expense, the difference is your profit. If you have loss, mean your revenue is greater than your expenses, your total expenses is greater than your total revenues. So you have a loss here. This will be a loss. Why? Total debit is greater than total credit. And we did this. And finally, I'm going to close my drawing accounts. Drawing is a debit account. This is your drawing account. The balance is 25,000. So how to have a zero balance? certainly I'm going to debit this account, credit this account by 25,000. So we're going to have a zero balance on that. When I debit this account, it'll go to your capital account 25,000. This is your drawing. Drawing, reduce your capital. Drawing, reduce your capital. So the journal entry will be debit. This is debit capital accounts, debit capital accounts, and credit your drawing account. This is credit your drawing accounts. So the correct answer for that will be capital, debit 25,000, and also drawing, capital debit by 25,000, drawing credit by 25,000. So that is the answer for the first questions.